Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Saxlingham. Right, okay, so what we're going to do today first of all is get the next field spread with lime, because we've got some canolas to get drilled and the first needs to be spread with lime so that we get the best yield hopefully. So I'm going to just manoeuvre this into a position just to get it refilled, just to make sure we have enough. Well, I'm hoping we'll have enough if we refill it anyway to do this next field. We might have to come back. The next field is quite a big one, so we'll see whether or not we have to refill, but I'm hoping if we get this topped right up to the top it should just about last the full size of the field. So I'll show you on the map where we're going. It's the first field that we harvested down here out of these two. Well, this one hasn't been harvested yet actually, but number 3 has been. So that is now ready to be replanted with canola. That's the plan to do anyway. We're going to hopefully put canola in. So yeah, I'm going to get on down there. We're going to spread it first of all with lime, and then we will look at buying a new seed drill to get that planted, because that is our current seed drill, the one in there, the green one. If we use that one, we're going to be there quite a while drilling that field. Even if we've got helpers to do it, it's going to take a while, so it would be nice to buy something a little bit wider than that, because yeah, that one is not the best. It is a direct drill I think, but that's the only good thing about it. It is pretty tiny, so I'm really hoping we will be able to afford to buy a new one today. We might have to take a loan to buy it, or I suppose we could lease one. This is not a survival series, so there are no rules on leasing or borrowing if we have to, but we'll see how much money we need for a good seed drill. But yeah, that'll be after we get the lime spraying done, so I'll go and do that now, and then I'll speak to you again when we're ready to start drilling. Okay, so that's the lime done. I was actually wrong about this one, it's not even a direct drill, so we would have to cultivate first. It does do fertiliser though, but that's the only positive, it doesn't even do direct, so yeah, that's definitely got to go. It's only 4.6 metres as well, so we really need something wider than that. Unfortunately, there's nothing really particularly wide that's direct drill within a reasonable price. I think that is the best value, or one of these two, 6 metres, at least they're not 4 metres. They're a little bit wider. They're not the best, but there is this one which is 8 metres, but that's 160,000 almost, and that doesn't do fertiliser. That one is not a direct drill. I would like a direct drill really, because it saves a bit of time. There's that one. That doesn't do fertiliser though either. They're all quite expensive basically, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this one first. We're going to take this to the shop, and then we'll know roughly how much money we've got to spend. I suppose we could sell that plough as well. Do we need the plough? The plough could be useful if we were getting rid of tram lines, if we buy any more land with tram lines on it to get rid of, but I think at the moment we probably don't need the plough, so we might sell that as well. And that should bring in enough money to maybe possibly be able to afford to buy the drill. We'll see. But yeah, this is definitely got to go because I don't like this one really at all. It's also very wide transport width, it doesn't fold up at all, so it's 4.6 metres wide overall, and it's 4.6 metres working width, so it's just not very convenient at all. So yeah, this one's going, and then we will probably come back and get the plough as well and get that sold, and then see how much money we've got after that. I think we've got a sprayer as well. We might keep the sprayer for now. I don't want to get rid of all my equipment because it is handy to have stuff, but the seed drill definitely got to go. Right, so where is the actual sell point on this in the shop? I actually can't see a trigger point for selling equipment at the moment. Where might that be? Is it in here? This looks like a workshop, so it might be in here. Ah yes, there it is. So it's in this door. Of course I went for the wrong one. That door there. We'll shut this one again. That's closing. So, okay, we'll get this sold if it fits in the shed. It probably won't even fit. Oh, just about fits. Okay, and the trigger is here, yeah. So, that is going. Sell for 50,000, okay, that's not bad. That's given us 93,000. We'll repair the tractor while we're here, might make sense to do that. Okay, so we're on 92,500 at the moment. We'll go and get the plough as well. I don't think we're going to need the plough. I don't generally do a lot of ploughing in this game anyway, because cultivating is a lot quicker normally, so we'll probably get rid of the plough. Although it would be nice for a change, wouldn't it, I suppose, to do a bit of ploughing. I think we'll go and look at what other equipment we've got, if there's anything else we could sell. But if we've got a direct seed drill, we don't actually need to plough anyway at the moment. We will need a planter, of course, for winter, for spring crops. Things like soybeans and stuff, it'd be good to have a planter. Sunflowers, sorghum, that sort of thing. So we will be probably looking at getting leasing or buying a planter at some point. But for now, at this time of year, we just need to get the winter crops in, so mainly the canola and the wheat and barley. Right, okay, so no equipment down here. I think we've just got the plough and the sprayer. Oh, and a cultivator. We will need to keep the cultivator though, because that will be needed for if we do planting in the spring, unless we can get a direct planter, but probably not likely as our first machine. So we're going to keep hold of this. This will be useful. We're going to keep that. But do we need a plough and a cultivator? I just don't think we do. And this will not be anywhere near as wide working width as the cultivator is. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to get rid of it, I think, just to get the money in. So I'll hitch up to that, and we'll take that to the shop as well. And then hopefully, when that's sold, we will have enough money to be able to purchase, or at least most of the money we'll need to purchase a seed drill. If we have to take a small loan as well, then we will have to. Almost didn't fit through that. Right, okay. So is this in transport mode, or can we fold this up more? Fold plough X, there we go. That was better. I thought that was a bit wide. Yeah, that's how it should be. Right, okay, yep, so back to the shop again. We'll get this sold, and then we'll look at hopefully buying a seed drill. Okay, back at the shop again, so we'll pull this into the trigger. Bit sad to get rid of this, because I would have liked to have done a bit of ploughing with it, but I just want the money to get this seed drill bought. So, oh, the person's changed here, that's interesting. How strange. It's a different person that was stood there before. Okay, so that needs repairing, interestingly, even though we haven't used it. And then selling. So only 37.5 for that, but that gives us 129,000. Is that enough to purchase a seed drill? Let's have a look. Yes, it is just about enough to buy the Horsch, which does direct drill and fertiliser. That's useful. It's not very wide, it's only 6 metres, but it does do 12 miles an hour, which is a lot faster than some of them. For example, the one we just sold does 7 miles an hour. So yes, that's quite good really. A lot of them are 11. That's 9. That's 10. That one's 12. So yeah, that 12 miles an hour, although it's not the widest one, will actually make a big difference, I think, to the overall how long it takes to get things done. So, oh, we can extend the capacity as well. That adds another 2,000. The tyre roller adds 5,000. I think we'll take that off. Don't think we need that. But yeah, the extra capacity for seed is quite useful. Oh, seed and fertiliser. As long as we keep it below 129, we should be good. Which, that's quite a lot more though. Let's go for the seed and fertiliser for 2,500. That one is a good all-round. We can always upgrade it again in the future. So yeah, 125,000 for that. So let's purchase. There we go. And we now own a seed drill. To use most of our money up, of course. Which is not good. Because we don't actually own any seed either. We need to buy some seed. We're looking dangerously near to having to borrow some money. We have got plenty of wheat in storage and bales though, which we can sell if we're desperate. But I'd like to keep that until the winter, ideally, when the price goes up. As we're already at the shop, we'll buy the seed here. I know we have got a silo now. But since we're here, let's just buy it here. That might not be enough for fertiliser though. Oh dear. Yes, that's not quite enough. How annoying. Right, we are going to have to take a small loan. Probably should have bought one bag of seed actually. This probably would have been enough. Although 2 will fill it. There we go. Right, okay, so yeah, we are going to need a small loan just to get that fertiliser bought. Where are we? Finances. Borrow 5,000 for now. Hopefully we won't need to take too much out. But how much is... yeah, it's nearly £2,000 a bag, so if we buy 2 bags, it's almost 4,000. But anyway, we will need fertiliser, at least that gets it done. We don't have to worry about fertilising later on. We'll set it to canola. There we go. Right, okay, we're ready. So, I might get the helpers to do this. Actually, look at the time of day. Actually, what we're going to do, before we start this, we're going to rest, because I don't want half the field, or some of the field to germinate and then the rest of it not. I'd rather keep it all at the same stage, growth stage. So, I'll just get it to the field and then we'll rest until the morning. And then in September we'll start drilling. That's probably better. Oh, and there's some things to move as well in the field. There's the combine, so in the field actually, and the header trailer, so we're going to move them out of the way so that it's not going to cause obstructions for the helper. I think we're going to get the helper to do this. Right, I'll just unfold it. And then we will move the header trailer. When it's finished unfolding. There we go. Right, I'll just leave that there for a minute while we go and move this. But yeah, I don't see the point of starting the drilling when we're about to move on, because the time of day is getting a bit late, so it makes more sense to do it all in September. We don't own a roller, I don't think, at the moment, so that's something else we might need to get, although probably not this year because we can't really afford it. I know that I could lease it or borrow it. That is a possibility we could do, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet on whether we're going to roll. It's not a huge benefit. Right, where are we going to put this then? Somewhere that's not going to get in the way, hopefully. I'll put it on this bit of grass here, hopefully that should be alright. I'll probably have to move it again before we put the header on. Just to keep it out of the way. Okay, so this can go back on the seed drill now, and I will go and rest, and then we'll be ready to move on and get stuff done. We've still got some more bales as well to move with the auto stacker. Maybe it's worth doing that before we rest, and then we can return that. Oh no, no, because we're going to have the other field. We've got one more field to harvest, which is going to have bales as well. We will bale that as well, so no, there's no point. We'll just keep hold of the auto stacker for now. Right, okay. That's all done. Yeah, one thing I have noticed, it's a really, really good map, but it is quite a big map. Everything takes quite a long time. Even what you think is going to be a quick job, it tends to take quite a while, because everything is on quite a large scale. Right, we're going to rest until 8 AM. Okay, here we are, 8 AM in September, so we can now get the helper to make a start on the drilling. I'll just check to see how many headlands it's going to do. 3, that's fine, yeah. That's all good. So that's going to take it quite a while to do, even with this size of drill and the speed, but we'll just leave it to do that thing. Oh, why did it stop? AI worker. Maybe I shouldn't turn the AI off. There we go. Off it goes. And while that does that, we will go to the this tractor here. We'll get the bales moved from that other field first, I think. We'll just drop the trailer. I'll move the last of the straw bales from this last field over here, and then we will continue with our harvest, I think. Oh dear, well that's interesting. The wheat field appears to have withered, even though it should be allowed to be harvested in September, which is a bit confusing. Harvest season for wheat is July to September. We are in September, and the field has withered, so we've lost the entire crop. That's not good. And that was our biggest field as well. So I don't really understand that. That's a bit peculiar. You would normally still be able to harvest wheat in September, so that's not good at all. Yeah, so oh dear. Right, I'm a bit stuck now, because that's what I was going to get on with now. I was going to get this harvester going on the helper and get the baler over here and start baling the straw, but we can't do that because there's no crop anymore, which is a complete waste. I don't understand why that's done that, so maybe if anyone can enlighten me on that. Have you been playing this game as well? Has it happened to anyone else? Because according to the calendar, harvest season shouldn't be withering until October, according to this, wheat. So, yeah, that's kind of thrown me a bit. I don't really understand why that's happened. Has anyone else's crops done it? Yes, the field 1's withered as well. The barley hasn't. These two. Just typical. Some of them have, some of them haven't. I don't know why. Seems to be the wheat. Oh, that one has as well. Oh, that's a real shame. Because I've lost a lot of money there, and I've lost a job. Okay. Well, we can't harvest it, so I'm kind of stuck. There is a bit of wheat left in the combine, which can be unloaded, I suppose. We'll get the trailer. Well, actually, we don't even need to do that, do we? I think we could probably still fold the combine up with a small amount of wheat that's in there. We'll put the trailer on, we'll tow the header back to the yard, and we'll power the combine up for the year then. No, so next year then, we'll have to be very careful and try and harvest everything as soon as possible. But with the amount of land we had, there really wasn't really a lot of time to get every field harvested in 1 month. So it'd be interesting to know. I suppose I could, if I'd slowed the time down to real time, I suppose it would have been doable. But I was assuming that we would have September to do it as well, because on this map, according to the calendar, you are allowed to harvest in September, as you are in real life as well. So yeah, a bit odd. But at least the drilling's going okay. Well, since we're not doing the harvest, I suppose we can get a roller and we'll lease a roller and start rolling behind the seed drill. Right, let's drop the header. There we go. And we'll take this back to the yard. There's no point bringing the trailer over here now, so it's a pretty good job I didn't bring that first. And yeah, we'll get on with some rolling, I think, probably. Has this got a tow bar? Can it tow its own header? Should be able to. See if we can get it lined up better. There we go, that's it. We might need to fold that up, yes, that would make it easier. The auger doesn't appear to fold on this one, so we'll have to hope that doesn't catch on the header. I don't think it will. Okay, so yes, let's take this back to the yard and probably look at getting a roller for rolling that field. We've got quite a bit of drilling to do. Yeah, we're going to be very busy with drilling. I'll try and get as many crops in early as possible, because then we'll have more time hopefully to harvest them later or in next year. Okay, that's got all the stuff moved around, and we are now ready to get this field rolled. We'll probably have multiple fields to roll, but we'll start with the one we're obviously drilling at the moment with the helper. Now, there's quite a good selection here to use. It'd be nice to go something with a bit of width on it, because it's quite well. We've got quite a few big fields, so yeah, that'll be useful. That's 9.5 meters. That one's 12 meters. That's quite a lot cheaper though, but yeah. That one, that's only 7 miles an hour, that one. I think that one's quite a tempting one to look at, I think, really. It's not too expensive. Obviously the lease, we can't afford to buy it. That's 12. That's 9 miles an hour, so yeah, we'll go with this one. Should be able to pull it. This is a 150 horsepower requirement. I think we should be able to do that. Oh no, we don't have enough money to lease it. How many horsepower is our tractor that we've got? Let's just check that, probably, just to make sure we can pull it. It is 180, yeah, that's not too bad. It's more than I thought. How many is the New Holland? 271, wow, okay, that's good. Yeah, so we can't afford it, but we can pull it. That's the good thing. So we're going to have to take another loan, another 5,000. There we go. How's the helper doing? Ah, why is it stopped? Out of fertiliser. Okay, so we would have had to have borrowed some more money anyway to buy some more fertiliser. That's certainly getting through it. It's only done what, just over half the field. It's used up all the fertiliser. Not used much seed though, so probably would have got away with 1 bag of seed. Yeah, canola doesn't use a lot of seed, not compared with wheat. Right, so we're going to have to lease a roller and buy some more seed bags to not seed bags, sorry, fertiliser bags to get that field finished. Luckily not too far to go to the shops to get them. That's useful, because we would have to go all the way back to the yard to get it from our silo otherwise. Okay, here we are. So yes, let's get the roller first so we know what we've got to spend, and then we'll see if we need to take another loan out to purchase the seed, fertiliser. Yes, so roller first, we'll lease that. So that's oh, we only just didn't have enough. Wow. Right, that gives us 4,800 for the seed. So fertiliser. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? Oh dear. We'll buy. We can't afford 3, but I'd have to go 2. There we go. That should be enough to finish this field at least. Anyway, it probably won't have enough to do the next one. Oops, tractor in front of me. Okay, so yeah, I'll just get this refilled and then get the helper going again. Hopefully, it will be able to restart from where it left off, and then I will start rolling behind it. Okay, that has got most of the field done, so we'll just get back in the seed drill here. The helper's just missed a few little bits, which I think I will go and do. Well, some of it's right here, as you can see. Just little bits that it'd be good to tidy them up, just to make it look a bit better and maximise the amount of yield. Since we've lost an entire field this year, let's try and make the most of the fields that we've got to get as much profit from them as possible. So we'll just do these little bits again. It's really just this corner and the other corner over there, which is missed. So I'll just quickly go and do them. And then we'll just finish off the rolling. I'm glad we did do the rolling, and it's not a bad roller that either. It's pretty good actually. It's decent speed and working width on that one overall. So yeah, not the widest, but it's still not bad. So just do this one, and then well, I would say move on to the next field, but of course we will need to buy some more fertiliser, and we don't have any money, of course. So we're going to have to either leave it for now or take another loan out. It is quite a challenging time when you've got quite a big farm. This is a pretty big farm to start with, and not a lot of money to do it with. So yeah, the only option really is to lease. It's just to take a loan out or lease. But of course we can't lease fertiliser. We have to buy that. So I will get this refill. I think we'll do 2 fields of canola. But then we will need some more lime to spread as well, because the field that's withered and one of the other fields that we just moved the bales from, they both need to be spread with lime before we can drill those. We do have the small field at the yard which is ready, but that's probably the last one to do, and I was going to leave that until next year. to allow access. I think we'll do both the yard fields next year, so we're going to do these 2 fields probably as canola. Unless of course we do that one as soybeans, that would be quite profitable. Anything's better than withered, isn't it, really? So it'd be nice to spread the harvest out through the year, so maybe we'll do a barley field. Which one? That one was wheat, so we'll probably do that one as barley. And then we'll do that one as maybe oats or sorghum or wheat, and that one as soybeans. I think it is good to have a big field of soybeans because they do sell for quite a lot. That's the plan, and we've got, this is our canola field obviously. But we'll leave that one for now. We'll decide that next time, and then just quickly we'll get this field finished, just finishing off the missed bits that the helper didn't do. We go out of cab view now because we've got a few little bits we've got to tidy up, and I can't actually see what I'm doing very well from in the cab, so it's best to go outside. It's mostly covered. There's a little bit here which got missed, so we'll do that bit. And then there's that corner over there which I'll do again as well, just to keep it all, make sure it's all covered. Rolling doesn't of course make much difference to the yield. It's only 2 or 2.5% apparently, so it's not really that beneficial, but when you've got big fields like this, the benefit will be more than if you're just doing small fields. So that's why I have in the end decided to do it, and mainly because we weren't able to harvest the field that I wanted to do, which I am very disappointed about actually. It's a shame because it wasn't that I wasn't being observant. I did know that it was September coming up, and I thought because of what the calendar was saying it would allow us to do it, but clearly not. So although it says it will do it on the calendar, it looks like the actual game dynamics haven't updated with the map, unless there is another update for the map. I have updated the map, but maybe I haven't got the latest update. Maybe that's been changed. I'm not sure. But certainly I'm very pleased the calendar at least shows what it should be, which is it should be harvestable in September. I bet some people right up in the north and Scotland will probably still always harvest in September, maybe, certainly on a bad year. I know this is in Norfolk, so it's not that far north, but even so, on a bad year you might still do some harvesting of wheat in September. It's not unheard of at all. Right, okay, so I'll just take this and park this at the shop with the other tractor until we decide what we're going to do, but we'll decide that next time. Probably think about, I think what we'll do, yeah, we'll do some more lime spreading first of all next time, and then get some barley in, so we get an early crop, and then we've got some standard crops like canola, and then some later crops like soybeans. So we've got spread the harvest out, basically what I'm trying to say. Spread the harvest out through the year so that we're not doing it all, trying to do it all in one day, because that was what we were doing this time, and that's why it didn't go to plan, it turns out. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.